Car experts know that if you take care of your car, it will take care of you. That's what Cruise Control is looking at today, how to keep your car in tip-top running condition and why it's important to send your vehicle to a trusted mechanic. But we didn't want to get our own hands dirty. Instead, we got our morning mates, Darren and Julen, to find out what goes on behind the doors at an authorized service centre.
Hello and welcome to Cruise Control. Some people think that owning a car is all about putting fuel in and maybe washing it from time to time. But if you really want to keep it healthy, there's a lot more to it than that. So this week, we're looking at servicing.
Servicing? I know all about servicing. It's easy. Oil change, air filter change, any monkey can do it. And I'm going to do it right now.
Okay, well let Darren have his fun. But there's a lot more to it than that. And if you really want to see what happens when professionals work on your car, well, let's have a look. Now, Michael Jackson over here is getting ready to change the oil on this car, which is a good thing if you want to keep the engine healthy. But that's about as basic as it gets. If you come to an authorized service center like this one, there's usually a long list of items that needs to be done. If you look at the jobs list for this Volkswagen Tiguan, for example, there are nearly 40 items, and it also tells you exactly when each one has to be done. And that's also another thing about coming to an authorized service center. You build up a full service history, which tells you not only when you have to do something, what has to be done, but also whether it's been done before.
Yeah.
And to do it all properly, you also need some specialist tool. And I don't mean this kind of specialist tool.
Now, in addition to specialist tools, you should also always use original parts for servicing your car. I'm replacing the air filter of the car myself, but in this case, I'm using original parts. Why? Well, when you buy the real deal, you know that they're built to the right specifications in your car. Non-genuine parts might break down more often, and they might even cause safety issues. Lastly, when you go to an official dealer for official service, they're always going to use the real deal. So you and your family always have peace of mind. Now I have my genuine air filter here, and I'm going to replace it as part of regular service. In a moment, I will show you the old air filter, and that will explain why regular service on your car is so important. Now, here we have our very well-used air filter. Lovely, isn't it? So that's why you should have regular service on your car. So just look at that. It's like running around with two fingers stuck up your nose. In engine terms, that means your car will make much less power and consume a lot more fuel at the same time. Now, while I'm going to put the new air filter, brand spanking new air filter, into the car, why don't we go over to Julen, who's going to show you something high-tech and interesting.
Now, while Darren cracks on with that, that's fairly old-school stuff. Servicing has become a lot more sophisticated these days. For example, I have this diagnostic information system, which lets me talk directly to this Volkswagen Tiguan. Now, this kind of has a link to the car, and with it I can kind of access certain functions and turn certain things on and off. For example, I could open the windows, turn the lights on, or I could even fire the horn. Sorry. Of course, this isn't just so that you can clown around. It's a way of talking to the car, and it's kind of like when you're not feeling well and you have to describe your symptoms to someone. This machine lets the car talk to a service technician, and it's kind of like having a conversation with a doctor.
Good morning.
Morning, doctor.
Yeah, so what's wrong today?
I'm not feeling so great. It's like I'm always stuck in second gear.
Oh, I see. And nobody told you it would be this way?
Well, no. What do you think it could be?
Let's check it out.
Okay.
Aha, it is your transmission.
A transmission?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not my lambda sensor?
No, pretty sure it's your overdrive gear.
Okay, well, do I have to take my rear bumper off so you can check?
No, that won't be necessary. We'll just go under the bonnet today.
Thank goodness for that.
Hi, Julian.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Hi, Joachim. I'm just kind of having fun with your machine over here.
Your machine?
Yes.
It seems you're just playing around with it.
Well, okay. Obviously, it's not a toy, but maybe you can tell us what it's for.
Okay, this is one of our diagnostic program tester.
Okay.
It is linked to the car. It's connected to the car right now, but it's also connected to our company in Germany.
Okay, but what do you use it for?
We use it especially for diagnostic, so we can see is there anything wrong in the car. We can see it on the diagnostic tester,
Right.
but we can also see if we have an upgrade possible for this car.
So what you're saying is if the car has a fault, you don't have to guess about it, you can just see it on the machine?
We see it exactly on the machine.
Right.
The machine locates if there really a fault on, and the machine also shows where is the fault.
Okay, but what about security matters? Like if I were to lose my key, does that mean that all my information is gone?
No, but you don't have to be afraid. Even if you lose your key, we have a solution for that.
Okay.
So you can come to us as well. You get a new key from us, but we will program the key to the VIN number of your car. That means that the key belongs to the car. And if someone found your key on a road, he's not able to drive away with your car because we will disconnect this old key from your car.
Okay.
So they have no value anymore.
Now it seems like the cars get really good service here anyway, but what about the customers?
Maybe go inside, then I can show you what we are doing in terms of a concierge service.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
Let's go.
Let's go.
So, Joachim, doesn't it cost more to have your car serviced at an authorized service center?
No, usually it costs less.
Less? How can it cost less?
Yeah, I give you an example. So we have fixed prices for the service.
Okay.
It depends, of course, on the size of the car, but the service prices are fixed.
Okay.
And the second thing is we have given time limits for every work from Volkswagen.
Okay.
That means we cannot overcharge customers.
Oh, I see. Okay. And how often should I actually be bringing my car in?
So here in Volkswagen, you have to bring your car in every 15,000 kilometers or once a year,
Okay.
whichever comes first, which brings the total cost of ownership down. So let me introduce Melissa. Melissa has just taken over the role as our service concierge, and I'm quite proud to have her here. So I can hand it over, but I will not lose her. Okay?
Okay. All right.
So see you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
So, Melissa, what do you do here?
Oh, I'm the channel of communication between customers and Volkswagen.
Okay, what else do you guys do to make customers happy?
Yes, now we have this dedicated call center, and we ensure that 15 seconds the call will be picked up, and within 4 days of the call we get an appointment.
Right. Okay. So it really sounds that servicing your car doesn't really have to feel like a chore.
Right, and I can stop playing around with my air filters now.
That's right. So we found out today that regular servicing can help you save money in the long run because it keeps your engine and your car running optimally, but only if you do it properly. And for that, you want to use original parts. And where possible, you really should be taking your car to an authorized servicing center. Because at the end of the day, do you want your car handled by experts or by some random guy who kind of sort of looks like the part? Boy, am I glad I still have my rear bumper on.
Cruise Control was brought to you by Volkswagen.
Volkswagen, das Auto.
We had the idea of the world's most efficient engines and the idea of assistance systems that are the most innovative yet. Well, then we had one or two additional ideas.